Hope you can hear me with the live. The intro wasn't working that well, but hey, we're here. What's up? Robert Young is in the building. Let's everybody, let me make sure everybody's on. Told you I got a makeshift situation here. Let me make sure. Can you hear me? Mindy, can you hear me? Everybody, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. My vitals ain't acting right now. I want somebody tell me they can hear me or not. Somebody let me know if they can hear. Kevin Lewis, somebody let me know. Can anybody hear? Somebody type in, say they hear me. Everything is good. Just trying to figure something out. Okay, thank you, Mindy. Oh, welcome to the Chop Shop. I'm Robert Hatter, along with Jim Hicks, coming to you live. I'm at the SWAC, the SWAC basketball championships in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'll be here until we lose. You know, we stay until winners stay home. Jackson State had to go home last night. We sent them home last night. TSU beat them. Look at the final score here, 54-50. I mean, it's a close, contested game, ugly game, and TSU been pinning close games all season, and now they know how to close out these games when people try to muddy up and ugly. See. TSU plays a beautiful game, pass, cutting back. These guys come in with the muscle to try to make it ugly and try to make sure, because they know they can't handle our superior athletes. So Robert Young said, my golf course is missing me. I missed the golf course. Haven't picked up a golf club, y'all, in a few days, but I'm going to be ready when I get back. But, y'all, there's just so much going on. We're going to cover... we're going to cover that. Let me put myself up in the top of the screen a little bit more. You know, I have to have my vitals right, y'all. Hey, Sonya, I wasn't here yesterday, baby. You know I'll be missing y'all. Let me start out to my starting five first. Let me see what's starting five. I remember Mindy and them came on first. I saw Mindy's name. I think I saw Thad Moody's name the first time I tried to come on. It was just messed up. But Robert Young, Kimberly Jackson, Mindy Collins, Corey Willis, and D. Holcomb are the starting five. Kevin Lewis is my sixth man. Hey, Kim Jackson. Let me speak to everybody because we're going to get into it. I know some crazy stuff happening down there, but y'all, I got something for y'all, y'all behinds. Let me see what else I got. Thank you. She says crystal clear. Okay, thank you. I'm going down. I'm just reading the comments now. Let me see. Hey, Annette. Hey, Miss Jackson. Who else we got? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where to go again. First of all, let me, I know y'all talked about some stuff yesterday. I know Jimmy, I didn't have a chance to watch the show at all. What's up, Donald? Donald D. Hall in the building. But I'm trying to wrap my hand around something. I got to mention it today, but I'm going to go into it a lot better on Monday. But Ben Simmons, let's talk about it. Hatter was up on the flight to New York watching the Chop Shop. Hatter was up on the flight. No. Y'all. Oh, I got to tell y'all about my travel yesterday. Let me share something, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Let me talk to y'all a little bit. Tell you what happened to me. Todd, I just want to let y'all know what happened to the man yesterday. Got up early in the morning, got on the plane. You know, I had just flew in from the West Coast, and I got on, got an early flight out to come to Birmingham. Got to the airport. If anybody know anything about me, they know I get there early. To the airport early. I'm at the airport. Get there 8 o'clock. Hold up. Let me stop. Y'all know something important. They said, "What's up, Hatter? I did a little business with the businessman." Man, let me tell y'all something. That's how we supposed to do. Arnetta, I'm about to tell you about my trip. That trip on the West Coast, the trip to the Combine. I went from the Combine to Vegas. Went to see the Vegas to see special birthday I had to share out there, and I went to the Bruno, not the Silk Sonic show. Third row tickets, best seat in the house, and had a great time out there. Then I had to get back here to Birmingham, and I went to the airport. Got to the airport. I'm gonna put you up there. I'm gonna save that. So we're gonna talk about that, James, tomorrow. So go flying Southwest Airlines. Flew United when I flew on my trip, but this, I'm flying Southwest Airlines. Got there 8:00. 8:00. They called me on the phone and saying your flight gonna be late. So I didn't think about it. I just sit over there and start chilling. So 8:00. Then I thought about something. If this flight late, then my connection might be late, right? So I went up to the front desk. I said, wait a minute. Will I be able to catch that flight? Because it was going to Orlando. They was going to take me all the way to Orlando to bring me back to Birmingham. And the lady said, well, Mr. Haddon, no, you ain't going to get there to 6 o'clock. I got a game to call at 2 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. TSU men's play at 2 o'clock. I was supposed to get there at 12:30. You follow me? So I said, oh my God. I said, what I'm going to do? So this guy in the airport, because the Vice President Granger was on my flight, and we had a guy that said, man, I'm going to fly to Atlanta. Okay? So he said he's going to fly to Atlanta, get a rental car. Wasn't no rental cars available in Atlanta. But I finally tried to get one. I think I got one. But a friend of mine lives in Atlanta. I called him, Bobby Jones. Greatest men in the world. Think about this, y'all. I ain't talked to Bobby in months. I called him early in the morning and said, Bobby, I'm going to miss my flight is going to be messed up. I got to get to call this game. This man got out of his bed, came and picked me and the vice president up from the airport in Atlanta and drove us 2.5 hours so we can get 2 hours so we can get to Birmingham. Let me tell y'all something, man. Shout out to Bobby Jones and Bobby Jones Entertainment. Thank you so much, man. You were a lifesaver. I got here, could have got here a little bit sooner, but a little traffic. But it was just so unique, Landon, that we just never know how great of friends you have until that happens. I haven't talked to this man in months, Mindy. But Mindy, he didn't even think twice about it. Brandy, shout out to that man. He didn't even think twice. He said, what time your flight and what plane? And it just makes you feel, man, that's how we supposed to be with each other, man. He said, why didn't I take a private jet? Well, then I'm not on private jet. I'm not on private jet time. I'm on SWAC time. Stacey Houston, I'm on SWAC time. Now, if I was on Robert Hatter time, yes, maybe. But I'm on SWAC time. And that's what we have to start being to each other, man. I didn't even think I was going to think about that story today. And it just dawned on me how inconvenient. How I know this man. This man is a businessman. He put his business on hold for me and Mr. Granger to get to our place. And he walked in the arena with us for a few minutes. He said, man, I got to get back because I got to do something. He said, but man, gave us a hug and got back out of there, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I am overjoyed to have. That's why I don't care nothing about when y'all say something about me and some of these people don't like me. Because I know I got people who love me. You follow me? When you know you got people that love you, you don't care who don't care. So I hope that helps somebody. I hope you are that kind of friend to somebody that might have to fly into Houston and need you to drive them to Austin. Boy, I wish I had something to drink so I get a drink on that one. And drive you to Austin. Rod Wells said he heard me yesterday. Drive. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad y'all watching the broadcast, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's a fun, man. It's a pleasure to do this broadcast with Larry Chatterbox here. That man said, I would take love over lack any day in the week. You're right. Great. I'm telling you, man, y'all just think about that. I'm not bragging about me. I'm really bragging about Bobby, because he is the man. That man, because I was gonna have to find a rental car. If we could have had to go, we could have found a rental car somewhere. But think about it, man. We would have missed time. We were at a press for time. Shout out to the business. Since the businessman is on the air, businessman of one of the few things I do have. Hey, y'all, if you have a ticket, even Stacy Houston, you in Dallas, if you want a ticket to anything, your wife want a ticket to anything, before you go buy that ticket, I want you to take a look at this and write this number down.
It's Radio Time Houston. Get your 2022 Houston Rodeo concert tickets at all ticket attractions. The phone lines are open, or you can text your request at 832-371-3337. Now back to the Chop Shop with Hatter.
Oh, that's what's going on. I don't know. Y'all can't fix it. My video, my movie effects not playing. The movie effects ain't playing. Let me try it again.
It's Radio Time Houston. Get your 2000.
I don't have time. I don't have time to fix it right now, but it's something that I done messed around and did. Y'all got to realize, I'm telling y'all, I'm on a skeleton crew. My computer, so my computer crashed. So all my settings in my computer is messed up. So when I try stuff like that, it's probably simple, and I'm gonna try to see, can I get it right? It's probably something simple, but I don't want to mess up everything. But it's something, and and it's bothering me, because I know it's something simple. But hold on. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna see something. Let me see something. Let me try it one more time. Let me see.
It's Radio Time Houston.
That Robert
Get your
Hallett
2022 Houston Rodeo concert tickets at all ticket attractions. The phone lines are open, or you can text your request at 832-371-3337. Now back to the Chop Shop with Hatter and Hicks. Yeah!
Hey, y'all. I'm becoming a wizard at this stuff, man. I'm loving it. And Stacy, stay there. Don't go nowhere, because I know we got to talk about some stuff. I'm going over to the Alcorn game early, y'all. I might leave the show a little earlier today, and I might just stay with y'all. I don't know. It's according to how PV game last night. I didn't watch that game. I fell asleep, y'all. I was so tired. But let me tell y'all something. Shout out to guys like the businessman. I mean, he's taking care of our people. Chris Charles, when next time you go get your tickets now, if you went to the game last night, I hope you call all ticket attractions. So let me just a couple of things. Shout out to Kendrick Davis, Player of the Year in the AAC, the American Conference. Tonight, I think Ben Simmons is going to return to Philly. And my question is to y'all, why he trying to sit on the bench? What, why is he? He's coming back. He's not going to play. So why is he going to sit on the bench? I don't know. Let me see some of the stuff y'all saying. March Madness is at the Chop Shop. Yeah, it is March Madness, and I'm a part of. Y'all think about this. I always been a part of March Madness behind the scenes. I'm going to tournaments, trying to meet players and try to sign players. Now, it's my first SWAC championship. And I'm out here, I got a media pass on. I got access to any player I want to right now. It's a little different. It's a little different. But Ben Simmons returning. I told y'all about my tribe. Hold up, y'all. Why did you wait? Where them Cowboy fans at? What up? Jerry Jones got a love child? Oh, Dirty D Jerry. What is Jerry Jones down there? Y'all here and he got a girl talking about the baby. That's not my baby. That's my baby daddy. I don't know. Tiger Woods inducted to the Hall of Fame. Great speech last night. Tear-jerking speech. Choked up about his dad. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Stacey. Dirty DJ. Dirty D Jerry. Beaumont United. They headed down. Proud of them. They headed down there. They play in the championship, the semifinals tonight. Silsby. Shout out to Toscasita. See, y'all tell them young fellas I'm talking about them because you know why? They ball. They balling, and when they ball, I get the call. They get the call. Dirty D Jones, you right. That's that. You know he dirty. Yeah, I got my TSU gear. Yeah. I got my TSU gear. Man, I'm a company man. Need a reference before buying a ticket from Ticket Attraction. Ask Robert Hatter, Jim Hicks, Mr. Yes, there you go. I'll put that on the screen for you. Stacey, I know your wife like to go to nice events. You call that number, write that number down, Stacey, and just put it in your phone. Gerald, you see I got your shirt on, Gerald Woods. TSU, baby. And them Jackson State fans were a little bit hot yesterday. They had to evacuate. Let me see what else I got. I got some more. Let me get him off the screen. Okay. Toscasita, shout out to them guys. I know that Donald Hall, I'm going to talk about that. You don't have to, hey, let me tell you something. I know y'all try to be therapist. Do y'all know that I know about the little girl getting shot? You don't have to send me no more texts. We're going to talk about that. Y'all just, you want me to come on the show talking about that? Y'all like ignorant shit. Y'all like ignorant shit. You know, when you're talking, see, the reason I be on this show and I try to give inspirational stuff and inspiring stuff all the time, because I want our kids to watch this show so they won't bring guns on a bus. They won't have weed in their backpack when they go into a state championship game. Those are the things that I am trying to get across, but everybody want to know about all the time, Donald Hall. Nothing against you, but everybody want basketball. Let's talk about basketball. Let's talk about basketball. But what's the use in our kids? My baby going up there, she helping with the team. I got ladies and gentlemen, don't text me. I got all the information I want to have about that stuff by Kimball. I saw the press conference, so don't text me no more. But I notice when I come on here and try to talk about stuff that can change the mind and help you change the mind of your kids, y'all don't want to hear that. Share the show right now. Then you get on Twitter and talk negative to other people on Twitter talking about they don't want to play. No, it's an incident happened. Y'all don't. I saw them tweets. I was reading these tweets before I came on the show about people trying to attack and show size at the Beaumont United people, because the Beaumont United people, all they said, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? My kid got to play against this mess. Yes, Jimmy had the coach on the damn show yesterday. I feel bad for the coach. I didn't see the interview, but I heard he had the show. But all you grown people, not the boom boom room, y'all got a man that take out his time to come on the show to give some for our future generations. It ain't for me. My kid went through this process. All I'm trying to do is hope one of y'all kids grab this YouTube video. That's why I got on Facebook, because they said they don't like Facebook. So guess what? Robert had to go hook up with YouTube. And if I have to, I'll go hook up with what's the name of the place? Instagram or Snappy Chat, anything. I want to reach out kids because I know these grown folks. Yeah, some of these grown folks in this basketball community, that's where the kids get it from. They got it. If you want to see it, if you see an ignorant ass kid, go home and somebody ignorant gonna open the damn door for him. They speak and people talk. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Why they want to go? The state championship is one of the things that a lot of people dream about going to. We had an incident a few years ago. A young lady went up there. She wants to go on a shopping spree and forget to pay the people, if you know what I mean. But Robert Hatter got a show that's trying to teach integrity. But we got some people in the community, man, don't watch that show because Jimmy ain't shit. Jimmy ain't. I don't like Hatter. He don't speak to everybody. See how we failing our kids? I'm not blaming them babies. I'm blaming them somebody else. And Chris Walker would get on here and talk about Robert that rap and this our culture and this our ain't my damn culture. I'm trying to change. All I'm trying to do, man, all we trying to do, man, with this platform is build up. I'm not going to talk to, I'm really saying what's in the mind of our young people. And I'm listening to y'all. Half of y'all so crazy about this basketball shit. Y'all let these young people do any damn thing. You used to get mad at me because if you make a B in my house, I say you can't play. Robert, that's a little too harsh. It's too harsh for your ass. It ain't too harsh for mine. Can't make no you in conduct and living in my house. No. I don't care how good a basketball player you are. Y'all quit sucking these kids off. And I'm so real with this. I'm listening. I'm listening to y'all. We failed those kids. Because ain't nobody, I bet you ain't now one of them kids seen 1 minute of this show. Oh, they just talking about Houston team. You're that damn small-minded up there in Dallas, then y'all the problem. We talk about stuff around the world. We just happen to have a guy on the show that covers Houston basketball. I've had people from Dallas on this show more than I've had Stacey Houston on this show. This ain't no Houston show. People in Memphis are benefiting from this show. People in Miami are benefiting from this show. Then we got these people getting on Twitter and talking about, man, you still got to get this whooping tonight. Oh! Y'all know I might get put out of this hotel today. Thank God I got a card. I can go get me another. It's one across the street. But what are we going to do? What did Landon say? When I come on the show trying to give an inspirational thing, some people tune off. I'm going to come back when they start talking about basketball. So we got some young men that's getting to the high school basketball pinnacle, getting to the state championship. They won't be able to play tonight because of decisions they made. I wish I could have got to that young man. That could have been your daughter who was the trainer on the bus. And all I'm doing is going by the press conference from the HID superintendent. That could have been my daughter on the bus, Arnetta. Why are you taking a firearm to the state championship? You need to have a basketball in your hand instead of a firearm. Maybe I need to repeat that. We got a basketball in my hand. If I got a basketball in my hand like this, I couldn't pick up a firearm. If I got a book in my damn hand, I wouldn't pick up a firearm. That little girl, she been working hard as a trainer trying to come up on a great team. And she got to go back to that. She had to go through surgery last night. What are we doing? Arguing over summer basketball players, fighting and arguing and fighting at little bitty Junebug tournaments. What are we doing? Why we are failing our kids? And it's all over. I'm not singling out this young man. Maybe that young man was around some more guys like me, some guys, then maybe he'd be all right. Hell yes, a young girl got shot. Charles, I'm listen to me. You haven't watched the news? Dallas Kimball on their bus going to the dinner after practice. I don't give a fat rat's ass how much is he a contributor on Kimball's team, Corey Willis. Corey Willis, I'm not talking about basketball right now, Corey Willis. That's what we failing our kids. We went by his basketball. I don't care if his ass was on the bench. Notice I ain't said nothing about how his basketball prowess, Corey Willis. See where our mindset is? We're still worried about the basketball. The show gonna go on. UIL gonna let them play. They done got y'all's money. I'm talking about our babies. I'm talking about the young man who he's 18 years old, got to go to jail. He ain't going to juvie. This thing gonna be on his thing for the rest of his life. Man, it's a lot of people been in the hood. A lot of people from the hood. I ain't blaming people in the hood. The hood was created to keep us there by somebody else. I don't want to go there. If you listen to the show, you'll understand what I'm talking about. We got a millionaire that can't go withdraw money out of his bank out of his own bank without the police getting called on him and pistols drawn at him. Because he looked like me. And a little black, the teller, she was black, who called the damn police on him with her crazy ass. Yes, I'm talking about her grown. She grown. Let me see, can I play this mess for you? See, y'all, everything I be talking about all the time, always come back. What's the score in the basketball game? So-and-so hit this, so-and-so. We failed that young man. We failed them young men on that team. That's the point I'm trying to make. I know y'all don't want to hear it. I know it. It's shit hard to hear. I told y'all a long time ago. About these young men we're raising. Our young people, ladies and gentlemen, all you people that all the time we're worried about a basketball game. What we gonna do when the basketball stop? Anthony Ship, y'all explain to Anthony Ship what happened. Send him the link. So Anthony Ship, I'm talking about how we failed as a community because we got a young team about to play in a state championship. Marvelous young men, great coach. Coach was on his show yesterday. Jimmy tell you the story. He made it my house. I made it his house a million times. He's the leader of that team. And somebody on the team allegedly had a gun on this trip. First of all, why you got to bring a gun on this trip? Why? So what happened on the bus? It's vague and police. I'm just going by what the press conference said. Young girl who's a trainer on the bus. She got shot. Could have been my daughter. Could have been your daughter, Anthony Ship. On the bus, they were leaving, going to dinner after practice. But somebody brought a gun. Anson, I'm gonna put it on you. So So that's what I'm saying. We failed. I'm not finna get on here and be messy and talk about no little kids. That's just not Robert Hatter. Leave that up to y'all. Our school had to have bag searches, the dogs checks before the boys could go on a trip. See? I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't care about the rules. I want to change the hearts of our young people and the minds of our young people. Say, man, I'm on a business trip. I'm going to take me a suit and tie, not no pistol. I'm going to bring my hard hat because I'm finna go and play so much defense, they going to think I'm on construction crew. That's the mindset. Man, I can leave that pistol at home on this trip. I'm going on here on a business trip. We got to change that. We can't legislate because guess what? They can sneak stuff around the bag check if they want to get it in there. The bag checks is to keep honest people honest, not to keep crooks. We got to learn. Listen to me, y'all. Our young people today are the future messengers of our society. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the appropriate message. Because if we do not, let me repeat that again, it's our responsibility for them to have the appropriate message. Because if we do not, then their message and their actions will adversely affect our present, our future, and even the lives of our loved ones, like that little girl, when we gone on to our demise. I'll try to bring Jimmy in right quick. Let me see. Can I bring him in? I see you there, boss. Let me see. Can I bring you in? Hold on. What's up, boss?
What's up, guys? What's up, peoples? Hey,
We in the
we in
building,
new
man. We
territory on the chop shop today. Of course, I'm traveling en route. And is there a delay? Or can you?
No, you good. You good. You good.
Okay. Now, what I missed something? I'm assuming I got right in the middle of this
Yes.
elephant in the room.
Yes.
And so, what's the sentiment of the
What?
Kimball
Wait.
room
Well, the
right
sentiment.
now?
You know what, Jimmy? Jimmy, you can come in any way you want to, because what you know, I'm gonna take a stance different. I'm thinking how we be so worried about basketball and high school basketball, and I think we're failing these kids because Jimmy, it bothers me that if I got my hand, if I didn't, I'm going to a state championship to win 2 games to come on the champion. Why I need to take a gun with me on this trip? I got a basketball in my hand. I got a suit and tie, whatever. I'm going for business. This is a business trip. What's the mentality? We failed those young men up there on that team. I said all of us, because all of us perpetuate this thing. He's all right because somebody gonna get on here and he's a contributor. He's a starter and a contributor on the team. I don't care. I don't care what he do. That ain't me. That's Jimmy. I don't care what he do. All I know, we got a team full of people, team full of kids that saw a young girl get shot. Shot. And I saw the press conference. The lady said she's gonna have grief counselors and people to help the other kid. Man, come on, y'all. We can't be. But Jimmy, that's the angle I went, man. You can talk about it because you know a lot more than I do because you even had the coach. I'm thinking about him. You even had him on the show yesterday. I mean, you can talk. That's the angle that I took, and you know how that is. So what you got to say?
Well, you know, one thing we did have Nick Smith on the chop shop yesterday, and but it was an effort to help uplift and magnify Dallas Kimball basketball program. And unfortunately, a couple of hours later, unbeknownst to us, what we know now is as we were talking to Nick Smith, he probably did not have any idea that one of his star players was sitting a couple of rows behind him with a loaded gun in his bag. Now, this team, before they went over to Northside IS round, they were going to have practice because Nick Smith explained to us yesterday something that really didn't make sense in the first place. That wouldn't have stopped the gun from being bought, but it just remember Nick on the show. He explained that Dallas Kimball and Beaumont United were both scheduled to practice. I mean, to have shoot around at the same time on the same court, occupying half court settings opposite each other. So Kimball figured, well, Dallas Kimball, that is. Well, since we already in practice mode, but we can't really get into our game plan because our opponent is 40 to 50 to 80 feet away. So we need to find a place so we can go have a real practice. So I can get the cobwebs off, making sure everybody understand, implement our game plan. So they found this facility. They sought out one of the high schools in San Antonio, Harlan High School, who then had to get permission from the athletic director who eventually said, you know what, we'll do you a super solid. Instead of using the high school, we'll let you use our main coliseum. So that's how Dallas Kimball ended up in the facility, the main. That's like the equivalent to Del Mar for HISD, the equivalent to the Berry Center for Cypress ISD, the equivalent to the Campbell Center for Aldine ISD. And now I'm just giving you guys some dots to connect as you with an understanding of factuals. That's not my. I ain't got to my opinion yet. Those are factuals. So it's known that once again, if they had shoot around just before going to Northside ISD's facility, that means they had to go to the Alamo Dome for shoot around. The team did not go to the hotel in between rips. So that means, therefore, it's very safe to say that that bag, or theorize, in all likelihood, it's very well possible that that bag could have been taken into the Alamo Dome. Right? So understand. So now we're talking about all of the what ifs. It's a whole bunch of what ifs, including, so go back to the bus. That means the pistol's in the bag. You take the pistol in the bag, you didn't take it out of town and leave it in the hotel, Hannah. You took the pistol in your bag because you felt, and as you mentioned earlier, now here's where my opinions come into play. So we're going to separate opinions from facts. I listened to the press conference from the superintendent or the athletic director, one of the two. It's a gentleman up in Dallas. Which press conference did you see, Alan?
The one. I think he was Hispanic because he spoke in Spanish.
Okay. So we saw the same press conference.
Yeah.
So I saw that press conference, and in that press conference, the gentleman mentioned that these Dallas Kimball had played approximately 30 somewhat games together. They know, as a coach, you know your players. You feel like you know them. You shouldn't have to go and do bag check. Feel like you know them. Well, in the same breath, if we family, and we going out and hang out and we going rocking, I don't need my heater if I think you got my back. I say this again. If we going out and we hanging out and we a group of us, it's 15 of us, teammates. For me to want to bring a heater means either one or two things. Either I'm bringing it because I sense that we gonna get into it and I'm gonna need to protect my brothers by only this means. No, understand, I'm not talking about these kids now. I'm talking about in grown folk life. If we all 10 of us got together and we hanging out, I'm not talking to me. I'm evacuating from Dallas Kimball right now so that you guys won't mix me. I come with my words up and thinking I'm talking about someone I'm talking to. Now, so I don't need a pistol if I got all of us, because we gonna whoop some ass together. I can leave my heater can take the day off. Could it be that the person, let me insert factuals in here. I like this type of part right here, how when you insert the factuals, because that way now a person is going to go still and take your opinion and try to spew it in the midst of the factuals and make everybody think that your factuals are misconstrued. Here's a factual. On March the 9th at 7:39 p.m., there was a young man named Kyron Henderson. See, I can say his name because he's 18 years old. He was born on December the 3rd, the 20th, 2003. So that makes him 18 years old. He's an adult. in the eyes of the legal penal system. This young man was arrested at 7:39 p.m. He was booked into the jail at 8:46 p.m. So it took them an hour and 7 minutes to get him into the jail. He's charged right now with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. And possession with a firearm on school premises, which is a third-degree felony. His combined bonds are $55,000, 40 on one, 15 on the other. Those are factuals. Now, let's go back to the opinions. This young man, Adam, this is not his first offense with a firearm.
Jimmy, I know you say he grown, but
yeah, he's an adult. I didn't say he grown. I say he's an adult.
He's an adult,
in the eyes
right?
of the penal system.
By the penal, okay. I mean, if you have to, I just, me personally, Jimmy, I mean, and I know you got to give your opinion, but I just want to give you some context here. I know this kind of stuff happens. I'm just trying to find out in what way have we failed these young men in this community that they even feel like they have to do this on a basketball trip. We had a young girl a few years earlier that might have helped mess up their state championship one. She wanted to come up. She came up to San Antonio and wanted to take some things that wasn't hers. Where are we failing? Are we talking about basketball so much that we fail? So you saying this kid got priors? What can we do to help? Shouldn't he have been? You know, I'm just an ounce of prevention, Jimmy, is worth a pound of cure. I'm gonna let you tell your story, but I'm just because you coming from a whole nother thing, and I'm just trying to bring some context, bring it back home, how you can help me. So now you said a kid had priors, okay? Come on, finish.
Involving a weapon. A weapon.
Okay.
See, so that makes it different. That means
okay.
That means now.
Okay.
That means now, Adam, this ain't the thing where it's like the oopsie. I didn't know I was supposed to, this is a repeat offender. These are not one but two felonies. That's one thing.
Wow.
This young man was put suspended from the team and basically put out of the team after his most recent incident, for which he's on allegedly on probation for right now. On bond or on probation. Since every word I say right now is going to be dissected and they'll forget. Remember, everybody listening to looking for that one word that you don't get right in the right context, and it'll discredit the whole thing. So I'm going to give you the and the R. Right? He's on bond or he's on paper right now. One of the two. So when he got in trouble earlier, he was not expected to play, deemed initially by some that he was not going to be able to play anymore. That means somebody or somebodies as adults went and to bat for this young man and basically put their reputation on the streets. We call it posting bond on the street. They're basically saying, that man, look, I know, look, he needs one chance. This is what's going on with him. He's not your normal type of kid. He's really a good kid. He just got caught up, blah, blah, blah. All the same old violins. And guess what? Somebody will say they'll feel it, and they'll say basically, okay, your reputation, you're putting your job on the line. You to make bond for this young man. But if he gets in trouble again, one peep out of him, they say, "Oh no, sir, you won't hear nothing from him. He's going to be straight and narrow." You know how it goes.
And I probably
And
would have did the
so
same thing.
now,
I probably would have did the same thing.
and guess what? Guess what? And I don't have any problem with it for
Mm-hmm.
anybody. But what I have a problem with is if when the time comes and the shit hit the fan, accountability rolls downhill, and you got to be accountable. Better like this: if you ever had a relative that went to jail before, anybody ever out there watching right now, if you ever had a relative that went to jail before,
Absolutely.
then and they need at some point they got what a bond is, and we're not gonna go to explain what a bond is. We're not in one
Yeah,
on one.
we had to go to the bond.
So
Yeah.
in some cases, that relative or friend may not have the economic means to post bond. So
Right.
that means they got to throw the hat around the room for the family and friends to help chip in, or somebody to come help make bond for this young man. And in the bond process, if the bond is, let's say his bond is 50,000, they might pay in Texas 10 to 15% in cash. The rest you have to put up in collateral. That's how the bond system goes. That means
Absolutely.
people sign up.
It's called an assurance. It's called assurance, a surety bond. It's assurance that you're gonna show up.
Yes. Unless you go to some federal courts and they give you what they call a PR bond,
Yeah.
a personal reconnaissance bond. So some of you guys out there that's illegal, now you're saying, "Oh, Hicks, damn, I ain't know Hicks can go there." Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't
but
know
wait,
neither
shit,
one
you done been through enough of them, but keep on going.
You damn skip it. So that I'm seasoned and professional to talk. So that's the
Man, you in a bad area. God dang
talk
it.
about. God, no.
No, you good. Come on back. You're back now. You're back now.
Yeah, I might have heard. I know.
Oh yeah, he cut off on me. Hey man, what y'all think, man? You know, me personally, you know, I don't know what's going on in the kid's life. Maybe the kid had the gun for protection, but you know, maybe I don't know. You know, and y'all, it's just making me. Y'all know I love these kids. I don't care how bad they are. You remember I said this before Jimmy came on. And I just want to share this message to us. And I know what Sonya tell my Hatter and Jeremy tell my Hatter sometime that, yeah, I know, Jeremy, Jeremy, I know we got some just ain't gonna listen. Jeremy, I'm around them all the time. Jeremy, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, Jeremy. And they crazy as hell down there, Jeremy. They crazy as hell. So Jimmy will be back in 10 minutes. But like I was saying, our young people today are the future messengers of our society. So it's our responsibility. I know y'all don't want no responsibility. Robert, I tried to tell him. I told him once. No, you got to tell his ass again. You got to show him again. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they had appropriate messages. Because if they do not, I'm talking about early on. Yeah, this kid probably, this kid 18. It's going to be hard. I'm talking about early on. When he was going through the AAU cycles, whatever cycles he was going through. So it's like I say, then if we give them the appropriate message, then their message and their action, see, always, if we don't, I'm talking about if we do not give them the right message, this is the kind of shit that happens. Since y'all talking about where Robert is, but if we don't give them the right message, because some of y'all was hard-headed, I know y'all. The actions will adversely affect our present, the young girl, Our future, who he might hurt in the future, it might be somebody else's daughter, or even our loved ones, when we are going to meet our demise. So it's imperative that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both at risk and not at risk kids. Our responsibility may begin with our own, but that's not where it stops. Just don't stop at my house. Just don't stop at your house, Candace. And I know so many people you can't. I'm talking about, that's why I always tell y'all, let's get to them early. Hey, player, you see what happened? Let me read this article to you. This ain't happening to you. I see you back there, Jim. Let me tell you something.
Are we there?
Mr. Barnes.
Are we there?
Yeah. With your
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
That's
no, Jim, I want to
Mr.
address
Barnes,
something right quick.
You done,
I just did what? Say something, Jim. What'd you say?
I'm saying Mr. Barnes done beat me too. Yeah. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. You there?
Yeah, you come on.
There?
Okay.
Or is it slow?
No, you good.
I was saying Mr. Barnes has beat me to the punch. I was giving you guys dots to connect a while ago.
I know what you were doing. I know what you were doing.
That reasons that people pack, the reason that people pack pistols everywhere, when places where you wonder why they pack them, is because that means there are various means. But in his case, I'm going to plant the what if. I'll open up another can of thought for you guys. Since you can't phantomly understand why would he bring a pistol when he was already in trouble. He was already in trouble with the law before for a pistol and having a crime, allegedly committing a crime with a pistol. So that means if you who knows, and who's the intent of once he get through playing to go take him a stroll, possibly, and put that heat upside somebody and say, give it up. How do you know that's not an intent? Because you can't say I didn't know I wasn't supposed to touch this pistol because you just got in trouble with the law in recent months. So that's the part about it that getting into it in regarding this young man. Now, one thing, Heather, on the press conference, if you notice, the super, I'm freezing. I'm sorry, guys.
No, but we can hear you. Don't worry about the freeze. We can hear you good. Keep talking.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, now you done froze up on me. Mr. Barnes, Jimmy's, you gonna try it? Let me see if you got back in there. I'm not calling, you're saying you don't get it. We still don't get it. Yes, we do get it. How do we don't get it? We know it's a joke. I mean, how do we don't get it? Yeah, Jimmy, you going through a bad, you must be in Madisonville. No, I'm just kidding. You must be by that Buc-ee's. Oh, no, you're going to San Antonio. No, you're going to San Antonio. I forgot. You forgot. I don't know where you at. Say something, man. Yeah, they got him. They got him froze up. Golly. But, you know, I know that's the tool of his trade. Okay. I got you. He just carried a gun everywhere he go. He probably said, "Well, I'd rather them catch me with it, with it than without it." And I understand, Mr. Bonds. I understand all that, but I'm talking about when he was a little boy. Where did we go wrong? He didn't come out the womb carrying no damn gun, Mr. Bonds. Or maybe, maybe he did. I just don't know. He didn't come out the womb. I hope not. I said, y'all, he's an at-risk kid. He's an at-risk kid. And we just, what do we do with him? Guess what? He going to jail now. So he going to go to jail. So he's just going to be another young black man in jail. And that might be okay with y'all, but it just ain't okay with me. Okay? You might be from the streets. What you don't understand, a lot of us from the street. Try to survive Memphis, South or North Memphis. Jimmy, we're going to try you again. Come on, we in there. I don't have call-in capabilities up here, Herb. We already thought about that. I don't have call-in, because, you know what? Let me just call it. Let me just try. I'm going to try it. Let me see, can I do it? Thank you, Herb. But you're gonna hold up my telephone. We put it on speaker. And let's see. No, Jimmy, I'm just gonna talk. Just talk. I'm gonna try to do this on my phone.
I'm gonna do it from the bat phone then.
Oh, you want to do it from another phone? Okay, call me from the bat phone. Wait a minute, let me test this. Can y'all hear Jimmy? Talk, Jimmy.
Yeah, testing 1, 2. You guys can hear me over there?
Okay.
2.
All right, now try it on your he'll call us back. I got him on the bat phone. I got that phone too. I got him. You don't realize I got all the numbers. I got all the numbers, man. What the hell you think who you think I am?
Well, you up in my DMs, ain't you? Yeah. So it was what our bottom line. And understand something. If you watched that press conference earlier, any of you guys that are listening right now, you heard that was the superintendent earlier from DISD, and he mentioned toward the end of his conversation of his speech, he mentioned that young man is 18 years old. He has far more greater problems right now than just basketball in regards to the legal sense. And the thing is for you guys to understand is this young man is we've had situations like that before. Not the same situation, but situations whereas we've seen players in urban basketball high schools that maybe hung out with what they deemed the wrong crowd, maybe fit the description of a gang member or a gangster. Maybe they pack pistols around on a regular.
Yeah.
We've seen that. I know in Houston, Texas, for sure. We've seen that in Houston.
But everybody don't tote a pistol, Jimmy.
No, everybody don't. Everybody don't. But in this case, and everybody that told them don't get caught toting them. Remember that as well.
Right.
So he happened to get caught with this pistol. And now the team is going to be allowed to play because there were concerns from ISD last night and this morning about their safety.
Their concern was, well, how do we know there wasn't more pistols on the bus or in the possession of these minors or or young people? Well, guess what? The response was, well, we searched the bus, searched the bags, and we did not find any more guns. Okay. Well, I'm going deeper, and my thing is this. I'm just gonna say it without going. There are multiple sources who are claiming that there was something else found in possession or in somebody's possession or on that bus that was not a pistol, but it was illegal to have on school grounds. If indeed that is true, this is what I'm going to say, then there's no way for me to find out down in Houston, Texas, and the superintendent to not have been briefed or found out or heard of that in Dallas, Texas. Once again, if indeed it is true, then accountability, that means once again, it goes back into the space where you asked the question earlier. This means that they are blatantly putting basketball over several other priorities that's at stake right here. If there was something else, because I understand I don't subscribe to punishing that whole team for the actions of one or two or three guys. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Let them go through an experience, especially what's at this year. Dallas Kimball, we talked about yesterday. Big Irvin and Big E Davis, carrying through and fighting and winning this thing for Big E, possibly. I understand that. So yes, let them play. But if there was something else found on that bus, and if it was in somebody else's bag, then that person should not be allowed to play either. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it for the goose, you got to do it for the gander. And once again, if it comes out to be truth, and we all would know more of the truth by the time Monday come around, then I would be really, really, really disappointed in the up administration of DISD. See, here's the deal, Adam. The superintendent in his press conference earlier today from DISD mentioned that he spoke with the UIL, and the UIL basically applauded the school district's efforts to act rapidly and swiftly on this matter of the pistol. He didn't mention nothing else, but they just basically part of their decision to allow Dallas Kimball to play tonight. Part of it was the manner for which DISD accepted a responsibility and proceeded swiftly and led into the arrest of the young man, against the culprit or the defendant, put it like that. And depending on which case you're looking at, hell, it could be the assailant, because he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And we're forgetting that there are some school districts that would have took their whole team and say, you know what, all y'all come on back. It would have been unfair, but I would have understood that too. But I'm glad that these guys are going to get the chance to go and play. I'm sad for Nick Smith and his program, because I know how much Nick has went beyond and above the call of duty to try to help groom and help groom some of these young men into men. And you're not going to get them all right all the time.
Absolutely.
Nobody is going to hit a home run.
Absolutely.
And it's going to hurt because now Nick Smith's job becomes in question. And it almost feels like, to me, that if he don't win the state championship, then he might not be the coach at Dallas Kimball next year.
Why you get those feelings, Jimmy?
Because the superintendent said that they're going to address in this press conference that they're going to.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
That is ongoing, and they're going to basically, address it all as they sift all through the facts. So it almost feels like, because once again, whomever had to go to bat to get him restored on the team, the young man that with the pistol, the man with the pistol charge, with the aggravated assault of a deadly weapon in possession of a firearm on school premises, class 2 and class 3 felonies. Somebody had to go to bat for him, Adam. Somebody had to post bond for him. And when a person jumps bond and you put up your collateral, then what happens to your collateral when that person breaks bond?
All them folks, you forfeit your house. It's called a bond forfeit.
So so that means somebody is going to
got the road.
Now, we've seen situations where some people, remember, if you're winning enough, then all of a sudden sometimes people can ignore some stuff.
Absolutely.
We've seen college coaches. You winning enough, people kind of like, they will tolerate you. But once the problem becomes greater than the talent, then you are expendable. I hope it doesn't end that way, but it's unfortunate. And now, who do you think the nominal fans is going to be? It's really going to be unfortunate. I'm telling you, the atmosphere in the Alamo Dome tonight at 7 p.m. is going to be of historic proportions as far as the ambiance and the vocal dissatisfaction probably that people can expect to be showered upon Dallas Kimball. I can see it coming a mile away, and it's going to be so sad because I'm going to tell you why. For those that are watching the Chop Shop from outside of Texas and not familiar with these basketball programs, Dallas Kimball, their basketball team is predominantly black. Their coaching staff is predominantly black. A lot of people, the majority of the fans in the stands, the nominal fans, are not predominantly black. And you know how some of them on the field, and they're going to be rooting against this. And if the team, and it could cause, you're talking about a situation for mental health. If there ever was one, and if this team from Dallas Kimball does not succeed tonight, as far as winning this game, those kids, you're gonna feel so sorry. I know I will, because I can see what's happening. What's coming a mile away, and it's like, no. Let me tell you why. There cannot be a time in this game where a kid from Dallas Kimball would be able to show any type of aggression, emotional aggression towards an opponent or towards finding, because at that point, that's when it's going to remind people, oh, okay, now I see why they packed him. Oh, he looks like one. There's going to be subliminal interior stereotyping. It's going to be at a premium tonight. And people can deny it all they want. We do it all the time. Many of us are guilty of it at different variations in our life. And I just hate this platform is going to be a prime suspect for such behavior. And like I said, it's one thing rooting for Dallas, for Beaumont United, but it's another thing rooting against Dallas Kimball. Which side of the fence do you think many fans will be on tonight? And that's the question, Alan. That's the
Jimmy, I
question.
want you to repeat a couple of things because I moved the camera. I moved the phone. I'm not used to doing this, so I used the phone for a second. That last 2 or 3 phrases if you can remember, you was talking about the ambiance in there in the arena tonight, and if Kimball loses, uh, give me a little bit more of that because I pulled it away from the phone subconsciously, didn't even realize it. Say that again for me.
The ambiance tonight is going to be epic because of historic proportions, because of the fact that the setting, a lot of people already did not. When it comes to the state tournament, you have your school, your personal fans, your school students' body, your alumni base, and then the rest of the seats are just general admission nominal fans. It might be fans for the next game or the game before you. And they're just coming to get a glimpse. Let me, since I'm paying my money for the ticket, let me go and check this team out before or after our game. So those are what I call nominal fans. They're neutral fans. Well, many nominal fans on the fence, because Dallas Kimball is predominantly black, their basketball team, guess what? And you Beaumont United, their basketball team is predominantly black. The coaching staffs of both teams are predominantly black. But a lot of those nominal fans may not be predominantly black.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And people are going to think about it.
Well, they probably ain't going to cheer no way.
Well, that's man. Now it's like those guys don't deserve to. No, those people who subscribe to that mindset, they should have kicked them out. They shouldn't be playing. Oh, so remember, if remember the old saying, one bad apple don't spoil the bunch. Well, that was what we was taught in elementary school. But in perception, the bad apple, it does spoil the bunch to a lot of people. And that's what I'm saying. It's reality. Think about it. If put it like this, if you go somewhere, Hatter, and you go to a restaurant and they burn they don't cook your food to your satisfaction, right? And they have a chain. Are you likely to go back to next week or tomorrow to the same chain at a different restaurant? Or are you likely to not to say, you know what? Man, I can't. I ain't never going there no more. If you get a bad experience, you just mentioned your experience at one of the Latin cuisine restaurants in Houston.
Absolutely.
And you ain't going back. They got them in different cities. You won't like none of them. You know why? Because one bad apple, it does spoil the bunch in the public, for the consumer. See, the consumer in the public eye. So in this situation with Dallas Kimball, they're going to be the villains tonight. When it was 50-50 for nominal fans, because a lot of people may have been rooting for them to get, man, they lost at the buzzer. Let's go see. I need them win. Now it's like, I don't know if I want them to win now. For the nominal fan. And people will say, oh man, I don't care what them people say, man. Hell what them people say. We ain't worried about them. We're worried about our own people. You know what? Russell Westbrook said the same shit a couple of weeks ago and everybody who says that, I'm willing to go 100% in and say most 99 to 100% of people who say that, they might want to mean that, but they don't mean that because it don't even make sense to you to say, man, I don't care what them people say. I ain't worried about them. And you come around and say, man, and so now back to this stuff, Adam. The young lady who was shot in the leg. As the superintendent said earlier in this press conference that her parents have came and got her, and they're on the way back to Dallas. So she will not be with the team, which is rightfully so. Get home, rest. If I'm a parent, that means the parent. Think about it like this, Adam. And this is really, really, this not what my thought, but this is just really speculating. Let's say if the young lady had tripped over some stairs and sprung her ankle yesterday, right? Do you think the parent would have came and picked up and brought her back to Dallas? She had to wear crutches the rest of the weekend. Do you think they would have came to San Antonio, picked her up, and drove back home to Dallas? Huh?
No.
So that means it's safe to conclude or to theorize or to you know what? The word assume is there for a reason. You can variate it how you want to, but it's safe to go into another different territory and say, you know what? It's safe to believe or subscribe to the belief that maybe those parents don't have the trust or the faith in their daughter being around their program for another minute. For the protection of their daughter, they took her back home. Because as I just said, what if it sprained ankle? They wouldn't have came and got her. She's not that good. What if she had sprung her wrist and couldn't write and couldn't tape up ankles anymore? Would they have came and got her? You see? So this case, and I'm willing to go on a limb and believe, I'm quite sure them parents will probably come into the game anyway in support of the program and watch some ball games this weekend and root for their daughter on the bench with that basketball Dallas Kimball as everybody else would. That was from South Oak Cliff, right? So why you think the parents are not supporting the team and the program right now? You know why? Because their daughter got a bullet in his grades that went through or inserted into her leg, and they are frustrated. They're hurt. They're disappointed. I'm going to tell you right now. Where Glenn Smith at? I'm running out for Glenn Smith right now. Adam, my nephew. Glenn Smith, Adam, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? You know where I'm going already. Why did I say Glenn Smith's name? I don't know. Doesn't Glenn work for a law firm that do personal injury protection?
Oh, right.
No. If Glenn don't, guess what? Glenn, you got first right of refusal. That family is going to get legal representation. You can bet your sweet fanny, like they say back in the day. That family gonna get some legal representation. Glenn and PSD they're not going to even push past the second round of negotiations. They're gonna settle like a turkey through the comb with this case. Open and shut. Glenn Smith can get it. If he don't want it, then we got down in Houston,
Cox
Texas.
Brady, a law firm. I ain't thinking about Glenn.
Let it run the screen. They can get the family watching. They can see you right now. Cox Brady, a law firm. I guarantee they going. Because guess what? Somebody's gonna take the case. Somebody's gonna take the case, y'all. It ain't. Understand? Just like in politics, Alan, you can say it, and it's been quoted. Even before you said it, I love it when you bring it up. In politics, there's no personal what?
There's no permanent friends. There's no permanent enemies. It's just permanent interests. Who have the interests?
There you go.
No permanent friends. No permanent enemies. It's permanent interests.
No.
Let me see. Can I find me some? You know, I got Jimmy, they got me messed up around here. But let me tell you, some parents, they going to be suing the school. I was just, they're going to sue the school district. Yes. Cox Brady, your law firm, parents. Let me say that one more time.
Yeah, matter of fact, text Cox Brady.
We got to get out of here, man. We're going to continue this stuff next week. Jimmy, you can come on live and talk to him on the way to that San Antonio.
No, we didn't done enough. You know, it's like this. I feel I said it before, and I reiterate, I really feel bad for Nick Smith in this program.
Right.
I feel bad. But however, the kids, they are allowed to play. So that means the kids, the rest of the team, they are not being punished.
Okay.
Now it's going to feel like they're being punished because they're going to be confined to their rooms like they're in their hotels now.
Yeah.
Dallas Kimball will be on what they call administrative segregation. Ad-seg. That's what they're going to be on for the rest of the weekend. It's going to feel like they're in jail.
Oh, good.
The rest of the weekend, they're going to be confined to those rooms, won't be able to leave out that room. They're going to be probably marching in single files, going into up to eat. That's the consequence of one of the choices of one of your brothers. But anyway, man, don't forget also we got this weekend, we got Hitchcock going to be playing this afternoon.
Okay.
Adam.
What time?
3:00.
Okay.
And Hitchcock will be playing at 3. And then also we have on Friday, you got Silsby and Dallas Fate Family at 1:30. And then you got another DFW and Greater Houston showdown with Duncanville and the Atascocita will take place at Friday at 8:30 p.m. in the Alamo Dome. And those games are definitely going to be exciting, to say the least. We'll be tweeting from there. I'll make sure to have one of the phones charged up in full throttle and give you guys some tweets. You follow me at RCS Sports. And also, we'll come back. The schedule for the spring icebreaker we'll start on that today. Well, actually tonight. And hope to have it completed by the end of Saturday, maybe Sunday afternoon. Hope to have it completed, and then it will be released. And as we always do, we'll find a bug or two in the schedule, and then we'll go back and update it again on Monday. And you guys, when we come back on the Chop Shop, it should be the final version should be available for you guys on Sunday. So make sure you download the RCS Sports app and follow that app. And the schedule, like I said, should drop at some point on Saturday. And because normally what we always do, we'll put Friday's schedule out first. That'll come out on Saturday. And then on Saturday night or Sunday, we'll put out the rest of the Saturdays and Sunday schedule. So you guys make sure you follow us, rcsports.com. We appreciate all of the dialogue, all of the convo. The Chop Shop, man, it ain't nothing like this thing, man.
Ain't nothing like it.
We got to get on TSU. Who do they play next, Adam? When do they play?
We got to play the winner of a Southern game. The game we're about to go watch now, we played a Southern and Alcorn. I think something like that. I forgot. Not Alcorn, Southern and somebody.
I think Southern plays Graham.
Okay, the winner of that game, we win.
Okay.
You know.
You should. I want Southern. We got too many people that watch the Chop Shop that went to Southern, that lived and grew up down there near Southern. And so we and Southern has swept Texas Southern this season. And that ain't happening. You ain't beating them no more this third time. You ain't beating them again. So I want to tell Charlie about you saying what's happening. Did you get any news out about this Jackson State and Mo Williams?
No, I didn't talk to nobody. Jackson State people were kind of mad yesterday. We beat their head in. They ain't about to talk to me.
They ain't scoping 50 punch. You defended them pretty good.
Hey, we didn't scope a 54, so it was good. It was good. But yeah, the Jags, whoever, we're going to watch their game now. They waiting on me downstairs. I don't want to keep the players hanging up, y'all, but holding on. So they
you know how you do that?
What?
Give a shout out to the bus driver. You always shout him out on the shot.
Hold up. We got two. Don't do me like that, Coach. We got Dale and we got Dale is our bus driver and the women. Hey man, it was nice pulling up. You see both buses. Man, TSU got their buses with their name on them round here. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Jimmy, we pull up with the buses with the big TSU on the side. Dale is one in the man, he gonna kill me. We got two drivers, but both of them are great guys. Been on the job for over 17 years. I just met the new driver today, because I just got here. But shout out to y'all. Look for us at the women game tonight at 5 o'clock on the KTSU app. Myself and Chatterbox will be on the call. But Jimmy, you have safe travels. And my sister-in-law, I am in Birmingham, Alabama. I hope to be safe. Y'all keep praying for me. But I can't wait. I can't wait, man. And Mindy, Jimmy, let me show you how dirty Mindy is. Let me show you. See how Mindy do me. You always talking about, don't be getting on Mindy. Get what she do to me. Talking about, let's go Nets. She wrong for that, man. She know I love them Philadelphia. You know I ain't never cheered for Philly in my life until this week. But man, we'll see y'all Monday. Pray for us and Texas Southern. Y'all check us out on the app. And Jimmy, I'm gonna start posting when we play. So on the Chop Shop, so we'll know exactly, so you can see the broadcast. But I got to get out of here. They waiting on me downstairs. Chop Shop, we out. We will see y'all on Monday. All right? Out. Let me push this button on y'all.